Welcome back, guys, to KY Coins and Collectibles. What I've got here is my weekly buys, stuff I've bought all week that we've come across and we've picked up. I want to go through it and show you what I have found, some of the newer stuff. Got some stuff today at the flea market, some good finds. Got a gold piece today. Really excited about it. Got a good deal on it. And some stuff I bought earlier in the week. And some foreign stuff. We got a big collection of foreign coins. And I have no idea about foreign stuff. So this is kind of all new to me. And I'm having to do a little research. A lot of research. Because there is a whole book of foreign coins. Silver, copper, brass, everything. So let's get started. What I got today, I went to a flea market. I know a couple guys there. They sell coins. I picked up a handful of stuff. This is what I got today. Earlier in the week, I had bought some proof sets. And a couple days ago, I had bought a little coin collection off of a guy. It had a really nice buffalo nickel in it. And with that collection a couple days ago, there was a bunch of wheat pennies. And what we'll do is we'll go through this first, and then we'll move our way around to the rest of the stuff. The stuff I bought a couple days ago, this was kind of all it. There was a couple Indian heads or buffalo nickels in it. And if you can tell, there was one that was in really good shape. And I'm going to try to get it as zoomed in and as close as I can. It was in really good shape. I'm probably a mint state. There was a little spot on the buffalo's back above his butt there. I don't know what happened there, but overall, it's great detail. Probably one of my better buffaloes. It is, if you can see the year there, I believe it is a 1913, and it is the raised ground, like the variety 1, I believe, before they changed it. So that is the first year and the variety 1. So, and it is very nice. I may have it sent off to be graded, so watch for a later video. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all like buffalo nickels? And what do you think about this one? It's in pretty good shape, I believe. It's got good detail and some good luster left on it. I know it's hard to see in the case. Okay, so got that. And got a bunch of war nickels. They look like war nickels, about every other war nickel I've seen. 43. Good little bag of those. I do have a nickel set. I will compare, try to update it. So nothing too fancy out of that bag. And in here was the rest of it. I've kind of put some of them together because the individual I bought it off of, he just kind of had it thrown together, not really slabbed up or in anything. So when I bought it, I like to put them in stuff, keep them from clinging around on each other. This one is King George. And I had made a little tag for it. King George V, a 1934 half crown. It's in pretty good shape. These coins are so cool. I know some, like, I've got some foreign stuff. I'm not big in foreign. I like the old type coins. That's the ones I really like, or the cap bust, seated liberties, and around that area. Civil War, 2 cents, 3-cent pieces, triumphs. But I always love good silver, especially older foreign stuff. It's a little dirty, but it's still nice. New Zealand, half crown, 1934, 0.5 silver. So the back's not bad. Front's got some spots. And then there was her. It was a 1965. And that is Elizabeth II. 50-cent piece. %80 silver. And that was 50%. It's in pretty good shape. It's got some little toning specks. I kind of like it. I think it looks good. Overall, pretty good. Neat little pieces. I don't think I had one, so had that in there. Really nice 2022 Kennedy. I was like, man, that thing is sharp. So that was a good little find. Very nice. And this one was very interesting. I didn't know what it was, and it's very thick. I'm gonna open this little plastic I'd put on there. So this one, I had to do some research, see if y'all can tell what it is before I even tell you. Y'all know everything, so you'll know what it is. It's pretty smooth, and look how thick it is. If you can tell, it's really thick. And I was like, that's so cool. This was France. One design. So I guess it was 1795 through 1800, and it's bronze. It's really wore down. But I mean, it's got some weight to it. The back was really wore. Had a nice design on the back though. But I thought it was really cool. Didn't have one. It's always cool to pick up something you don't have. Really wore, but I liked it. Okay. And he also had some V-nickels. And these go with this as well. I just had slabbed those up. You can always find a lot of V-nickels. And they're usually, every one you find, they look like that. They're typical V-nickels. Out of all the coins you find, when you find V-nickels, why do they look like that? Tell me why. They're so wore out. Weak strike. A lot of high points. I mean, I don't know if you can tell on that one, but it is pretty smooth. But cool nonetheless. And out of the V-nickels, he had a 1883 without the cents. So before they had changed it, and I believe they had to change it because people were plating them, gold plating them, and passing them off as gold coins. Racketeering, I believe they said. So if you find one that is a 1883 without cents at the bottom and it looks to be gold, it may be a racketeer coin. So let's find one, we'll compare. At the bottom here, you can see the words cents, and down there it does not. So they had to change that to say cents because people were gold plating them, I believe. But that one had pretty good details. So that was pretty good. Put those with the rest of the V nickels. And had some Indian head cents. I've looked through them. There's no 1877s, so don't worry. They're the newer years. One has been holed. 1903, 1904, 1906, 1898. And I'm not sure what the other one is, but pretty cool. Some new Indian heads. I'm going to start doing an album of Indian heads, so that'll be good. I've got a couple tubes of them. Look at these other ones I've slabbed here. He had 2 shield nickels, and it just so happened to be one was with rays and one was without rays. So the difference is on the back and between the stars. One has rays in between the stars and one does not. They're both war, and these like Civil War eras, like all the 2 cents and all these shield nickels I get, they all look like this. They're all wore out, dirty, greasy looking. Looks like a mechanic has had these. That's how like dirty they look. But one's the with rays is the variety 1, without rays variety 2. The 1867, I believe this was the first year with rays, and then they done a variety 2 the same year without rays, but this one's 1872, 1867. I mean, the 1872 is without rays, and the date is at the very bottom, and they're so hard to see, especially with these bright lights I have on them. So sorry, but enjoy the coins. They're nice. Good addition to the collection. And if you all want to see like a particular collection I have of like shield nickels, V nickels, buffaloes, or anything, just let me know. I'll make a video on them and I'll bring them out. This is kind of just stuff I've been buying. So there's the 2 shield nickels. He also had a 3 cent nickel. He was calling it a trime. It is not a trime. I had done a video that I had sent off about sending off some coins, and I believe I've got it right here beside me. And I will show you all a trime. This is a trime. Well, it's supposed to be a trime. It was a counterfeit, false dies. And that's in another video. If you want to see the unboxing, I will post that video up here. So they made 3-cent pieces. The first ones they made were of silver, and they're so tiny. They didn't make them long. So that's what a trime looks like. There's the back. So, yeah, sad on that. But that was 1861. So after, and I believe they came out with the 3-cent pieces because of the postage. I believe a postage stamp was 3 cents. So it was just convenient to have one coin to buy postage instead of your 3 large cents, which a large cent was about the size of that before it went to the Flying Eagle and then the Indian Head. So they made a 3-cent piece. This one I had posted on my Instagram trying to figure out what y'all believed the date was. I was hoping, because it had been punched, I believe somebody had been hoed, they had maybe made a bracelet out of it, one for one at the top to connect to another one, and then to connect to another one down here. It's not in bad shape for a 3-cent piece, but I had put it under the microscope. To me, it kind of looked like a 1883 or an 1885. And if that was those 2 years, them are the more rare years, the last few years. But somebody had said it looked like a 1865, which that's more likely probably what it is. But I was hoping it was the 83 or 85. A little more expensive coin, but you know, rare coins are rare coins. So the first year they made them, I think there was a bunch. And I will grab my book and give you the difference on price. Set that down here. And I'll show you we got the book out here. The V-nickel. The 83 with cents, they made 16 million. Without cents is 5 million. Big difference on the price gaps too. So with cents, it's more. So why is that? That's a question. Let me know in the comments, please. So they made more. So they made more of that coin versus the one without cents. This one. Why does it start at $20 when there's more, and the other ones there's lower mintage, it starts at $7? Now I know somebody's gonna give me the right answer, and it's gonna be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So I'm just wondering. I've not looked into it. I'm sure I could look it up real fast, but you'd think it'd be the other way around. Lower mintage, higher price. So, no, there's that. And back to the trime. Should be just a couple pages over. So the nickel 3 cent. Where do you go to? So it's probably the 1865. There was 11 million made versus the 1883, 4,000. And I believe that was some of the couple years there in the 1885 where there was more proofs made. Sorry if y'all can't see this, I'm just looking and talking. The 83 through 85, there were more proofs made than there were circulated, like the ones made for circulation. So they have a lot higher. I mean, they jump up pretty quick. I mean, an 84, these two, 84 and 85, So yeah, I was hoping it was 85, 83 at least. But this price 65. Somebody told me they looked at it and it looked more like a 65. And the only thing you can see is the bottom of the third digit, like the 18, and it looks like a bottom of an 8, like it loops like this. But the 6 loops like that, and the 8s loop like that. And the 5 and that 5, them look like 5s at the very last number. So I don't know, but it would have been nice. These later years, pretty pricey. Even if it was hold, it could have been a couple $100 coin. Now it's probably a $15 coin at most, but still great coin. Love the 3-cent pieces. I have a few. If you want to see the rest of them, let me know. I've got a couple other trimes as well. So, okay, next, had found this, a little tag, National Mines Corp, Beaver Creek Division. Thought it was really cool. Brass tag. That's pretty cool. You don't see that and not pick it up, so that just come with it. There were some loose wheat cents. I believe they're all like common years, 44s. Nothing really low. No 1909s. This one was a 19S. A lot minted that year. Just normal years. And this right here, he had wrote, get it over here where y'all can see it. He had showed me these, and I'd put them back in here and taped them up. But he had wrote Uncirculated, 1956, no mint, Uncirculated. So I was eager to see these, and I'll open it back up for you again because I need to properly store these a little better. I got a couple tubes I need to put them in. And he opened them up, and they were actually pretty nice. The whole row looks like that. Pretty shiny. I mean, they look, let's say, uncirculated. They've been maybe beat around a little bit, but pretty nice. The whole row looks like that, so that was pretty good. And I'll put those up. Move this little collection over. So that was all that. That was a good little find. Didn't have too much in it. He made some money. I've got room to make a little money whenever I want to sell. And then earlier in the week, I had this stuff come in. And I believe this had went with this. So this is kind of more stuff I like. These right here. So I love the seeded Liberty coins. Anything seeded Liberty, especially seeded Liberty, dollars, $50. These are pretty wore, but I still love them. They're beautiful. We got a $50, quarter, a half dime, and they did make a half dime, and a regular dime. And you can see this one's actually facing the right way. Half dime, another shield nickel, and again, look at it. Same shape, dirty. This one's really, this $50 is probably the most wore one I've ever seen. 1877, but she's still beautiful. I love how it's wore. I mean, that was circulated a lot. Who else had that coin in their pocket walking around for years? And where'd it go? And then who had it? I mean, that's just awesome to think about that. From 1877. And look at the back of them. I mean, it is war. Very war. But I love them. Type coins are my favorite. So there's those. And then I had made a post about these on my Instagram. These are beautiful. Proof set, 1962. They are beautiful. Got the Benjamin Franklin, the Washington, the Rosie. I mean, even the nickel and the cent looks good. I mean, look at that. So, got that. And then he had this as well. And this thing is just beautiful. I love it. I love it. Check it out. We got the 61, 62, 63. And I know they're pretty shiny. So check that out. Some good looking proof silver in there. I'd like to maybe crack some of these out, send them in to have graded. What do y'all think? I know they look really good in this case. I mean, they're proof. These sets are really nice. Just beautiful coins. Check them out there. You think they're worth cracking out and sending to have graded? And if so, which ones? You got the 61, 62, 63, 61, 62, 63. What do you think? Should we grade them? Send them in? Which ones? And the same for this 62 set. Beautiful. So set those to the side. Yeah, them are awesome. I love them. And there was also a row of wheat cents, which looked like they had bought this at Bluegrass Coins Incorporated, Fayette Place. This is in Lexington, Kentucky. They're all war. I've not gone through them. I will update my wheat cent collection with any of them that I need, but there's a whole bag. I'm sure if it come from a coin store or coin shop, there's probably no 1909 VDBs or S's or any of that in those. So, but if I do, I'll make another video on it. I want to show you the rest of what I got today at my flea market. Here's what I picked up today, and spent probably about I don't know, about $800 on this little pile right here. Maybe, I think it was a little more, but these U.S. Philippine coins, I love them. They're so cool. The history on them is so cool. So the U.S. made coins for the Philippines, and they are just amazing. I love the front of them. That one's got a little wear, but I always try to pick those up every time I see one. They're good. And here You can see where the value's coming in now. I got a 1921, the price, why it was such a high price, a 1921 peace dollar. It is war. I mean, it's pretty smooth, but it still has some good details on it. Get it a little closer. I always try to pick up a nice key date. When I see key dates, I try to pick them up. It's not bad. It's got some spots on it, but still a nice 1921 high relief. But I've got one. I have a full piece silver dollar collection. It's got one in it. It's better than this one, but you can always have another one. He needs a friend, right? And let me see. This was a 1882 Carson City. A good semi-key date, I guess. And it's got a little PVC damage. It's got a little green. I don't know if y'all can see the green on it. Now, I've seen people take little Q-tips with like rubbing alcohol and they roll it back and forth, and not scrub, but roll. So, how do you clean your PVC coins? But it's good. It's got some good details. I mean, you can see the CC down there, barely. I like wore out coins. It gives it character. You know it's been somewhere. It's like this has been in somebody's pocket. I mean, these have been circulated. You can always find nice ones, but somebody put this up when they got it. Somebody used these. So I like the history behind them. I like coins with wear on them. It tells you it's been somewhere. I mean, somebody used these to buy groceries. So just awesome history. Love coin collecting. It's just awesome. And I was telling you I like the top coins. A 1835 cat bust, 10 cent. I love the cat bust. Great coins. Love them. It's got a little bit of details. Got some scratches on her face and like ear area, but still has a lot of good details. And he had a couple nice Morgans, an 1889, and I believe it's hard to see the cartwheel, but these, he had a bunch, but only a few of them were good enough to have the original luster on them. And I believe the light is too bright to see that right now. But great detail. Not many marks in the fields. So, mint state, I'd say. Low mint state. Getting a little bit of toning on the back. Great looking coin. And another cat bust dime, 10 cent. It's lower grade, but every time I see a cat bust, I try to get it. I love the older coins, so it's war. And then just people that collect and have them in these old, like flips. You can tell these have been in the flips for a long time. I mean, look, this one's got rust on the staples. That's just so neat. Somebody's been collecting that for a long time. And the same with this one. Like, you can tell it's an older. It's been handled. The case is dirty. So I think that's neat as well. Here we have a 1883 O. It's got a little bit of toning on it. And it's got some detail. It wasn't bad. It's good looking as well. It's got the same toning on the back as that one does. So these may have even come out of the same set. Good detail, luster, cartwheel. So I always try to pick up a good coin. It's got original luster. And again, a shield nickel. And it's the same as dirty. So an 1867 without raise. It's got a little bit of details on the front, but hard to see. The dates are so tiny under the shield there. They're so tiny. But great coin. I love the shield nickels, 2 cents, 3 cents. And here's what the majority of the money was spent on. Gold. This is a gold piece, of course. 1886 S, $5 gold piece. And as you can tell, I guess I probably didn't pay $140 for it. If I did, I immediately thought it would be fake. But it's in good shape. It may have some minor scratches in the fields, front of her face. But I've only got a few gold coins. And I got this one for a good deal, and I figure I just would add it to my collection. May try and do a top set, like a like a double eagle, an eagle, half eagle, just kind of like this type of set. So this, I was trying to get a couple gold pieces. Got a good deal on it. These are beautiful. Can't go wrong with gold. A little pricey, but it's good to have a few pieces, I think. So that was the big purchase of the day. Check it out. Okay. So that was from today. So we'll set this to the side, and I'll show you the foreign coins collection that I got. And it's in a folder. So I don't know how much of this you'll be able to see. So it is a whole book of foreign coins, and you can tell, like I was saying earlier, like, look at the rusty staples. They've been in there a while. And somebody took a lot of time to write the year, where it's from, what it was, the denomination, and what it was made of. And some other stuff. They've got their own little code on there. So if you like foreign stuff and you see something I've missed in here, let me know. Like, oh, Sean, that was a gold piece. You didn't know that. Let me see. Plenty here. I mean, I don't even know what they are. New Zealand, Netherlands, Newfoundland, Germany, Fiji, Turkey. And the years are all over the place. There's a 2001, 1970, 1919, United Kingdom, halfpenny. Switzerland, 1953. Switzerland, 1944. Austria, 1924. Costa Rica, China, France up top, Turkey, Palestine, India, Norway, Sweden, Panama. There's some silver in here. 1908, Haiti. $1954, 1988, the 50s. Don't really know much about foreign coins. This was just really cool. The guy wanted to sell it, had a good price on it. Denmark, Germany. Yeah, so if you see something I'm missing, let me know. Or a lot of Denmark, Germany, 1909 Germany. Let's check that out. And that to me looks silver. It's got some toning on it actually. So I don't know if you can see that around the edge. It's got like a purple blue tone to it. And there's a half mark. Yeah, that one's actually pretty nice. Oh yeah, that's really cool. Denmark. France, Nigeria. 1959 Nigeria. That's pretty cool. Chile, Bulgaria, British, East Africa, India, the coins with the holes on them are really cool. There's a big one, East Africa, 1936. Let's check that out. That was really cool. That's a big coin too. Like that's round, that's a $50 size. 1936, East Africa, 10 cents. So if there's any foreign collectors out there looking, check it out. You see anything you want to buy, let me know. Get up with me, send me a message. Hopefully I've got some people out there from all over the world watching. You may see a coin you need. You're like, that's the coin I need, I've been looking for. I'll buy it. Like, okay. So there's that. Well, there you go, guys. That's kind of all I've got. Pretty good week. Picked up a lot of new things. Need to go through everything, kind of try to sort it out. I'm going to go through a bunch of this stuff. I've looked up a handful of stuff, and they're $3 to $5, depending on condition, of course. Some of the silver stuff goes a little higher. Here's a Sweden 25 ore. I believe he put silver on that. 1953. That one looks pretty good. That's a very, very plain coin, 25. But that's awesome. It's awesome to see the different types of coins that there is all over the world. Because all we see is, I mean, just what we've got here in the States, but it's so neat to see coins from all over the world. 1931, England. It's awesome. So cool. And like I said, and somebody took a lot of time, like this person that had these coins spent a lot of time writing where they're from, what they are, the mint marks. This guy was more into foreign coins than I am, so kudos to him. But nevertheless, I love it. He loved coin collecting, so I've got to show him off. It's the love of the coins, and that's what it's all about right here. So if you like what I showed, please like and subscribe and tell me what else you want to see. I'll bring some stuff out, show you. If I need to be doing anything different, let me know. I've got some stuff I'm going to try to be sending off. I'm going to try to send off later on. Off center, 1 cent piece. I showed you a couple of the toners I had. The 1900 O over CC. Yeah, that was a good find. Got this one for like $40, and I started looking at it and I was like, wait a minute, there's a CC behind that. Oh, so that was a good find. A couple nice Mercuries, Barbers. So some other stuff I'm going to try to send off. I believe this one is a classic head, half cent. Yeah, it's hard to see. So I really like the half cents. They're cool. If, like I said, you want to see anything, like my videos, want me to show you different stuff, still looking for that 1983 S Morgan dollar. So if anybody's out there got one and they're wanting to part with it, let me know. I need that. And I appreciate y'all for watching. Have a good one.